What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to vent about something real quick, if that's okay with everyone. I was just watching this interrogation. It's when it said when interrogations go wrong. And it definitely went wrong because he said a bunch of times, "Can you explain the 7-minute gap?" It wasn't 7 minutes. It was 1 minute. Don't you guys hate those people? They're so overly aggressive and dramatic. Like, he was so overly aggressive and angry. And you could tell she was just scared. She didn't know what to say. She didn't know if she should say, "I want a lawyer." She didn't know what to say. So, what he ended up doing is doing this manipulative gaslighting thing where he makes her say, "Okay," to whatever his questions are. Whatever his questions were, he gaslit her into saying, "Okay." He gaslit her. And she explained it later on, saying, "I was mind raped by this man." And that's a pretty bold thing to say. But her feeling so strongly about this was, essentially, he gaslit her to believing that she had killed her fiance. And she was already distraught enough. She had already been through enough at this point in time. I don't think she needed him to say, "You shot him. You know you shot him." And it pisses me off so much. It's freezing here. I had to take off my sweater because I was that angry about it. I'm angry because somebody gaslit this grieving woman into saying that, "Oh yeah, I killed him." Essentially, that's what he did. She was a grieving woman, grieving over the death of her fiance, when the actual person who did it has been scot-free the entire time she was in jail for not doing anything. She described it, like I said, as being him mentally raping her. I also saw it as like he was gaslighting her. He was intentionally trying to make her upset. He was intentionally trying to make her say things that you shouldn't do. Now, I'm not a detective, but that situation could have been handled way better. I don't know if he did this or not, but they could have read her rights, said, "You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, will be appointed to you," all that. The entire, I think it was like 20-something minutes, I could not even. I was fuming. I still am. It is insane to me that people who are so aggressive and can gaslight you into believing that, yeah, you committed this horrible act. You did this and you did this. I don't know if I can still even fathom that that's a thing. She legit got on the stand in front of a judge, in front of a jury, and said, "This man mind raped me." And my time in jail has been hell because of him. And I know the world's not fair, but that wasn't fair to her. There are other ways of handling situations where you don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to say, "Oh, well, you did this. Why aren't you just confessing that you did this?" His main thing to pinning her to this entire thing was that 1 minute and 20 second time gap that he made out to be 7 fucking minutes. He said, and I quote, "So what were you doing in that 7 minutes? You know it was 7 minutes before you called 911. The facts were, he was twisting everything to fit his narrative of whatever scenario he wanted to say or do to make himself feel better. I'm sure his family knew, her family knew that she didn't do it. I'm pretty sure that her fiance's family knew. They've met her, they've been around her. They met her. And yeah, I know the cover isn't always the book, but in this case, I don't think he's even a detective anymore. Because the last time, whenever that was posted, at this point, we can all just hope and pray or whatever that he got fired. He got demoted from being a detective, working in the field, to essentially desk work. And now I only hope that he doesn't get hired to any other precinct because of what he did to this poor woman. The good news is she got repaid a bunch of money, like 1 point something million in compensation, I guess you'd call it. So it is just unbelievable and unfathomable that there are people out there so aggressive and that feel so entitled because they have this level of power, of authority. And being a detective, you have an authority. You have power over the person you're interrogating. But that does not matter if you don't have what it takes to be understanding and compassionate of what the person has just been through. She was completely clueless, and he was just hitting her with all these kind of blows that you could tell just confused her and made her upset. Yeah, people fight, couples fight. It's what it happens. Sometimes people fight when they're drunk. That happens too. It's normal. It's a normal part of life. People are always gonna fight over something. They were fighting and drinking because her fiance said, "Oh, well, I don't have any money. I can't get you anything." But then he turns around to this other person and says, "Let's plan a birthday party for a friend of ours." And yeah, I can see where she'd get upset about that. Her birthday was like a month prior to all this, so I could see her justifiably being upset. To her, it's like, so you didn't have enough money for my birthday, but now you all of a sudden have enough money for this other dude's birthday? Or this other person's birthday? But not mine? I mean, yeah, I can see her being upset. And adding alcohol onto all that does not help. And there's a bunch more to this. I'll have to try and link it in the description down below because it's just... Please comment down below your experiences with someone who was gaslighting you or somebody else and manipulatively twisting the words or the facts, because I'm interested in knowing, I'm interested in reading what you guys have to say about these topics. I don't know if you guys can tell, but you know, when you get like so angry, your chest gets tight and become really hot. I think people would call it fuming. You're so pissed, you're fuming. And it is complete, bullshit that there are people out there that can get away with being so aggressive, and as she put it, mind raping you. I don't think a lot of people understand what that is. Don't want to. Those of us who have experienced it, I am completely sorry. You did not deserve that. You deserve a lot better than that. Whatever it is you're going through, if people are telling you to keep your head up, it'll get better. Sometimes it's better to just drown in all those emotions, go through them, and find out that it's going to get better for yourself. Really, all of this stuff that I've been talking about for the past however long it's been has to do with mental health and the way there are people in power that use it to their advantage, that use it to say, I have authority over you, so I can say whatever I want and not get in trouble for it. But he did get in trouble for it. He was, like I said, demoted to a desk job, and all of his colleagues hoped that he would be fired. So we can all hope that he's not in another precinct somewhere doing the same thing all over again. I don't care what race you are. You do not have the entitlement to mind rape somebody, to gaslight them. I don't care what race you are. You are not entitled to gaslight anybody. Already I'm about to get a little aggressive myself. I don't care what race you are not entitled to gaslight anybody, to mind rape anybody. You You have no clue what's going on in their lives. I don't care what race you are, where you're from. The entitlement of, I have authority over you, so I can do and say what I want, will not exist. It will not fly anywhere. It will not fly at all. Because if that person's the same as this woman, where she thanked her attorney and then said, "You mind raped me. I need something done about this," because he's still doing cases. You cannot do that. I do not care what race you are. It is not about race. It's about mentally. I don't care about your race. It's all mentally. Mentally. Entitlement is mentally. Mentally, you feel entitled to do something or say something. And the biggest part of the time, it's a situation where you're not entitled to do so. You're not entitled to do anything like that. It's just, you're not entitled to it. So stop pretending like you are. I don't care if you're a cop, you're a teacher, you're a principal. I don't care. Just knock it off. Just knock it off. When it comes to gaslighting and narcissism and entitlement, that's where I'm going to speak up to you guys and have a say. You know, I know there are people in the comments going to be like, "Well, I'm this, or I'm this, or I'm that." I don't care. Everyone has the ability to be entitled. It just has to do with your upbringing and the power you are given at your job. It all depends on that. And I could not watch it. I had to pause it. I had to mute it. I could not watch it or even listen to it. That is how much gaslighting, that's how much manipulating he was doing. If you do that, this is not the channel for you. Move on. If you do any of that, this isn't the channel for you. So, try moving on. I do not suggest you make a YouTube channel yourself. I just suggest that you move on and keep your manipulative, entitled, gaslighting, narcissistic entitlement to yourself. No one wants to hear it. Nobody cares. There's a lot more going on in this world. So it does not evolve around you. Nobody cares. The world doesn't care. There's so much shit going on in the world right now that you are the last thing anyone would ever want to care about. So, to the rest of you guys watching this video, and you're not like that at all, then please don't forget to subscribe if you're not like that. I'm just saying this to the people who are like that because it's just so, infuriating, I guess you would say, because it's one of those topics that you get so passionate about. We all have stuff we're passionate about. So, I would probably have so much more to say. It's just, I'm still fuming from watching it. The entitlement, the narcissism, the gaslighting. And this poor woman was so confused. So confused. You can see it in her face. She had no clue what was going on, what was happening, what answer she should give. Sometimes when people are in that state, you need to give them time to think of what they're going to say or what they want to say, because you don't know what they're going through or what's happening. So, I'm gonna have to end this here because she's watching a Lifetime movie. Woo. So, if you like this, please don't forget to rate, comment, click that subscribe button because I do make videos every single day. Don't forget to smash that notification bell, that thumbs up button. Oh, I feel like I have so much more to say. I am just that angry about this. I'm just that passionate about this. There are things that I am passionate about, and I will share that with you guys. The fact that there are people in this world with the audacity to get super aggressive and blame someone that they don't even know. You don't know this person. You're not in their shoes. You don't live their life. You don't know what's going on. What I'm saying is, don't judge people. Even if it seems like so easy, especially with the internet and social media and stuff. Yeah, it's so easy. But when it's your turn, it's not so easy now, is it? When it's your turn, and someone actually says it to your face, someone has the guts to say it to your face, then yeah. All I can say is I am so happy that she got her repayment, that she got her, I guess you can call it revenge or karma, that he got his karma. He was demoted and hopefully eventually fired, like all of his colleagues were wanting. Like all of his colleagues were wanting him fired. And hopefully by now he has been. And he's not allowed in any other precincts or whatever. So I'm starting to calm down a little bit. Thank you guys so much for listening to me sit here and bitch about stuff. Like I said, if you are one of these people, this is not the channel for you. If you're not and you just need a shoulder to lean on or videos to watch that to make yourself feel better, hopefully I can provide that for you. So there's probably a lot more to say than just that. I've already been going on for about 24 minutes. So I might just go for one more. So I know my videos where I'm doing stuff like this can get pretty long. I know a couple of them have been like an hour or so. I will be working on trying to shorten them from an hour, because if you're like me, you don't have the attention span to watch something for an hour. So I'm going to say goodbye now. As you guys can tell, my hair is a mess, so I'm going to brush it and then do some stuff. So please don't forget to rate, comment, click that subscribe button because I do make new videos every single day, don't forget to smash that notification bell, hit the thumbs up button. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. Remember, sharing is caring. And I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.